Oh, this is really cool. Hello and welcome back to another video, and in today's video we're going into the world of Final Fantasy, and we're going to be looking, which we haven't done in a while actually, and we're going to be looking at a game we haven't looked at before, which is Final Fantasy IX, which is a game I haven't actually played before. It's a song, so I don't know really much about it at all. I know people widely consider this to be a very underrated game, but I don't know much about the soundtrack, and we're going to be looking at the song You're Not Alone. So, yeah, again, like, because I've not played it at all, I've not even tried it or loaded it up, so I don't know anything about this game. So this could be a complete blind reaction to this song. What we'll do is we'll listen to about a minute of it, we'll talk about it, and then we'll go on to the next minute until we finish the song. Before we do that, please do like and subscribe to the channel as well. And please do leave your suggestions for other songs in the comment section below, either from Final Fantasy IX or any other Final Fantasy, or anywhere really. We've done 10 before, we've done 16, and we've done 14, but we've not done 9. So let me know what you want to see. But having said all of that, let's not waste any more time and let's get into the reaction and react to You're Not Alone from Final Fantasy IX in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Alright, let's stop there. Okay, so there's got quite interesting things in there so far. The sound to me is very reminiscent of, like, the synthy sort of sound really took me back to the PS2 era, and I'm not sure if this was on the PS2. I know that 10 was on the PS2 because I had 10. That was the first Final Fantasy I played on the PS2. So it does remind me of that, and there's some other bits, but we'll go back over the minute and I'll talk about those when we go over it. So what this reminds me of, well, that the synthy sound really took me back to that sort of that early 2000s era Final Fantasies, that synth tone. But what I like about this section is that it has that kind of sort of futuristic kind of vibe in the sense of the synth, but the din din dun dun dun. It's the very sort of like the melody line is very sort of medieval. It's kind of bard-like. It's kind of more leaning into the fantasy, and I don't know if 9 is more, you know, fantasy, traditional fantasy than like sci-fi fantasy, but that's the kind of feeling that I'm getting. Gives that very classic, like even 90s sort of sound with that, the held chords on the synth, and then the melody just going on top of it while the chords just move. It's kind of got that really sort of classic retro sound to it. and then this cool, like, kind of laid back drum beat, which has got this real kind of bassy sound, a real big sound to it. And then it changed from this like really tight sort of the synth sound that we had before to this kind of far more open, kind of more echoey sort of sound. It kind of fills the room. It makes it feel a bit more like the space is open. It feels more like an adventure, I suppose, when that sound sort of kicks in. It kind of opens it up and kind of it feels like there's more air in the song now. Okay. Ooh. Wow, this is really cool. That's fascinating. Okay, cool. So with that one, it kind of, well, within the past minute, it kind of really kind of picks up in this more orchestral sort of way, but it keeps these kind of, for lack of a better phrase, game sounds, gamified sounds. It sounds like this just kind of, I mean, it's obviously it's not instruments, well, it is, well, at least, you know, sort of computerized, but it has that orchestral feel to it, but it kind of brings that like digital retro sort of feel to it. But obviously, you know, it wasn't retro when it came out. I'm not sure when this came out. I'm assuming early 2000s. I think 10 came out in what, 2002 or something like that. I can't remember. But anyway, let's go over the last minute. I like the kind of percussion underneath it. It's kind of quite light. It's kind of bouncy in a way. The bum 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 dun dun. And this then soaring sort of dun, 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 very heroic sort of sound to it, but obviously with this kind of almost klaxon-esque sort of tone to it. Which is, it's almost like a bagpipe in a way, but obviously digital. But let's carry on. That kind of, again, underneath it, that kind of very almost 80s sort of like synth kind of wave under the melody. Slow joining with the melody line. It sounds like voices. It sounds like an orchestra. I'm not entirely sure if it is, but that's kind of what it feels like. It's just some nice kind of lower end sort of sound in the mix. Is really cool. Keep going, keep going. Fades away, fades away, fades away. So, I kind of... we'll get to the end of the fade. There we go. Okay, so I kind of let it play out until the end, really. And I know we had some, more time to go over. But I think besides this kind of swelling, which I think was around here. Yeah. So we'll go over this bit here, because it's quite interesting. This you can kind of hear this ticking, and it's coming on either side of the headphones. Ba 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 ba. And we've got this kind of ascending bass line, which is kind of, keeping things kind of moving. I would say that it's raising the tension, but it's not. I wouldn't say it's like making this sort of make me anxious, but it's sort of like definitely keeping everything rolling over. And there's that ticking like on the beat and off the beat, boom, ba, boom, ba, boom, ba, boom, ba. Then we go back into this, the start of the song. That bard like lute sort of line. And this feels like more, I guess, like a wood instrument, more like a flute or a pan flute or something like that. It has quite like I think it has a positive sort of nature to the song. There is kind of a bit of I want to say maybe like an innocence to it, or optimism in there. This feels like it could be a trumpet or a string section. It really soars quite nicely over the top, so I think maybe some lovely violins or something like this. And that melody there, down, 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 it's so grand. It's just like a presenting, and it feels very heroic and a hero's journey. It really gives that sort of vibe. can hear this sort of ticking and the bass line again kind of rumbling through. And then this is the start of the song, I think. And I'm assuming it probably just loops around forever and ever in the game. Wow, well, that was a very, very cool song. There's a lot in that. I mean, a lot to unpack. And I do enjoy trying to, I mean, it is, you know, guessing essentially, but guessing what the game is from the musical cues that we get. I could be completely wrong, but that's the fun, you know. Let me know what you thought of You're Not Alone in the comment section below. Did you like it? Did you not? Let me know why. What would you like to hear next on the channel? Also, let me know in the comment section below. If you're still watching this video all the way up to now, I appreciate you very, very much. Thank you for watching the whole thing. If you haven't liked and subscribed yet, please do. It really helps me out a ton. But having said all of that, thank you all so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you very much. Goodbye.